Φίλοι, καλησπέρα σας. Όπα, μισό. Ξέχασα ότι με έχω μετακινήσει, παιδιά. Από εκεί περιμένα να με δω στην οθόνη, από εδώ είμαι. Τι κάνετε, πώς είστε, πώς τα περνάτε? Καλησπέρα σας. Καλησπέρα, Βερονάκο, καλησπέρα σου, Φιστούλη. Πώς τα περνάτε? Είσαστε έτοιμοι για μια πέμπτη βράδυ με κάτι το οποίο έχουμε να δούμε πάρα πολύ καιρό? Are you ready? Λοιπόν, η θεωρία λέει ότι σήμερα. Θα κάτσεις εκεί και θα σας καλώ μικρόφωνο. Σήμερα θα καταφέρουμε να πάμε να πάρουμε το νέο μας όπλο. Γιατί δεν έχουμε ήχο. Γι' αυτό δεν έχουμε ήχο. Output device. Θέλουμε να είναι αυτό. Το βρήκα γρήγορα, δεν έχετε παράπονο. Το βρήκα πάρα πολύ γρήγορα. Ήτανε μπαμ 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 και διόρθωση. Let's go. Trailblazer level 70. Robot encampment. Λοιπόν, το zoom είναι ότι πάλευα να τελειώσω με την πρόνοια τα traces, τα οποία πρέπει να τις βάλω. Πάμε 9 στα 10. Και τώρα περίμενε. Τώρα θέλουμε ποντίκι, γιατί με το πληκτρολόγιο, με το χειριστήριο ποτέ δεν με βόλεψε. Πάμε μια material synthesis. Αρχικά δημιουργούμε τα ancestral hymn. Και μετά ενεργοποιούμε τα υπόλοιπα. Λοιπόν, εσύ εδώ φέρε, δώσε. Έχω αρκετά ακόμα, η αλήθεια είναι. Μπορώ να κάνω material exchange. Και να κάνω material exchange έχω παπάκια, δεν έχω. Τι σφαίρα είναι αυτή η έξελη? Περίμενε, έβαλα στα μεγάλα για τα material exchange. Στα μικρά τι έχουμε? Έχουμε 92 φλογίτσες, Τι είναι αυτά, ρε εσύ? Θα βγάλει κανένα? Ναι, γαμιέται, φέρτα. Ωραία. Συνεχίζουμε εδώ, δεν φεύγουμε ακόμα. Έχουμε να διώξουμε μερικά τέτοια. Από ό,τι κλέψουμε τώρα, μην μιλάμε καθόλου. Αυτά που τρώω είναι τα κομμάτια τα οποία μου έχουν μείνει από... Χάλαμε 13. Δεν είναι και λίγο. Δεν είναι και λίγο. Οκ, λοιπόν. Κλείς και εσύ, Πάμε. Εδώ. Και 12 στα 8. GG. Λίγο ακόμα και τελειώνουν τα traces της μπρόνιας. Ωραία, οπότε θέλω 10, 18 και 14, 28, 32 ακόμα χύμνης. Εντάξει, όχι, βγαίνει. Όχι τίποτα, άρχισα να μαζεύω φράγκο πάλι. Από τα 3 εκατομμύρια πλάς έχω ξεμείνει. Λοιπόν, ποιος μου πήρε τους υπερχαρακτήρες μου? Ευχαριστώ πολύ. Collection, μπλα, εδώ. Navigaciones, trail map. Και εμείς τώρα που θέλουμε να πάμε? Γεια σου Κώστα. Ξεκινάει νέο επεισόδιο του Πιπουλάτα Ολιγόλογου Θαρέιλ. Ξέχασε το Honkai. Τι λέει παιδιά, τι κάνετε? Α, μείναμε εδώ. Α, ναι, όχι, εδώ πέρα. Yes.
I see.
Έχω μείνει με τον Κυριακή που μας πούλησε.
Aware of everyone's stances.
Και με γύρισε πάλι πίσω, ενώ ήμουν πριν και μίλαγα με το μικρό.
Raising these questions merely serves to illustrate one point. The
Ποιο?
plight of Penacony cannot be salvaged by the harmony. The true foundation for a sweet dream paradise can only be established through the order where the strong govern the weak.
Ωραία. Το έκανα skip εδώ γιατί το έχουμε δει αυτό, έτσι.
I'm not entirely sure, but let's give it a try.
Wait, you managed to choose the right door on your first try?
Weird. This place is quite different from the hotel. But I feel like I've been here before, and even lived here for a while. If I remember correctly, there should be a fireplace down that hallway. Clocky and I used to sit by the fire, listening to the crackling of firewood. And the room on the other side was the toy room. I loved spreading out all the toys from the box on the floor and making up stories for each of them. Hold on. This doesn't make sense. Didn't I grow up in Dreamflux Reef? So, what is this place?
This could be a case of amnesia. Don't worry, Misha. It's common for everyone to forget certain aspects of the past. Those memories haven't vanished. They're just lying in the depths of your mind. We can surely get them back.
Και λέει είναι ξέρεις φάση με την σάρκωση.
Why don't we explore a few more rooms and see if you can recall anything more?
Yeah, then let's check out the rooms I just mentioned.
Fireplace. Μέσα έπεσε. Δεν ακούω τσιριπίμ, οπότε μάλλον δεν έχει σπουργίτια εδώ. Κάτι μου λέει θα το γεμίσουμε και το δωμάτιο.
Mikhail, that's the name.
Γεια σου,
Now
Βαγγέλη.
we all know him as the watchmaker. So, who is he talking to? Do you know anything about it, Misha?
I'm sorry, I don't know much about the watchmaker. But, Mikhail...
Anything special about that name?
Mikhail is Grandpa's name.
Grandpa?
Παπάκια.
Do you mean you're the watchmaker's grandson?
Έχει NPGs, Βαγγέλη, έχει
Could
NPGs.
anything about the watchmaker having descendants? And the name Mikhail is not rare. Perhaps it's merely a coincidence. Could you tell us more about your grandpa, Mikhail?
Α, μαλάκα, είχαν ενεργοποιήσει το auto continue στο story. Γάμισε.
He was a seafarer who fearlessly ventured into mysterious seas and storms. He was always on the sea and had lots of friends who accompanied him on his
Ο
travels.
Μιχαλάκης και ο Δημητράκης.
He didn't want me to call him Grandpa because that would make him sound old. He believed he was still young. The name Mikhail was given to him by his parents, Mihaly and Elise, both renowned seafarers. Every time he came back, he'd share his logbook with me and tell me about his adventures at sea. I want to become a great adventurer, just like him.
It appears that the seafarer has nothing to do with the watchmaker. So perhaps it's just
Βαγγέλη,
a
τι έκανε το και πες μου αν ισχύει αυτό που λες.
So where is your grandpa now?
He went off on a new journey, and it's been quite a while since I last saw him. So, where has Clocky gone? Did he leave to protect Dreamville?
So you need to keep yourself safe too. Kyle? Πολύ αγχώζω το TikTok.
I heard some noises from the room. Origami Bird? That's a friend of mine.
You and Origami Bird are friends?
Πιο πολλά.
Yeah. It's a member of the Compass crew, just like Clocky and Miss Mirror. And there's more than just one Origami Bird. They are a big family with lots of brothers and sisters who look the same. They follow Miss Mirror's orders and handle all sorts of jobs on the ship. They're the best sailors.
Sailors? Can origami birds be sailors?
Could you tell us more about the compass, Misha?
The Compass is a ship bound for the New World. Clocky and his partners travel through layers of fog to the depths of the
Τι
sea.
φάση.
Whenever there is danger, Clocky will use a compass and guide the ship in the right direction.
That's a great story. But in the Penacony cartoon, Clocky and his partners have always lived in Dreamville and never ventured out, right?
Λέει δεν σπάρει επί τραπέζιου.
Oh, that does seem to be the case. Weird. I clearly remember Clocky arrived in the New World in the end.
Perhaps Clocky has a hidden past.
Πώς είσαι ρε Master Πολυπράγμου, τι κάνεις.
I
Πώς είσαι.
I hear the sound of water.
You once mentioned there's a magnificent fountain up ahead.
Λοιπόν, just like they did with Clocky. Λοιπόν, μισό. Αρχικά, ο Μίσα είναι το χαϊδευτικό του Μιχαλάκης, του Μιχάλης. Άρα είναι ο Μιχάλης και ο Μιχαλάκης. Τίμιο. Θα πω. Ο Μιχαήλ και ο Μιχαλάκης. Τα λέμε σωστά. Τι άλλο, βγήκε... Α, το Slade σπάρει σε επιτραπέζιο. Όντως. Έλα ρε. Βαγγέλη, να ξέρεις, μας έχουν κλέψει και σε επιτραπέζιο που παίζαμε για πρώτη φορά και ήταν πάρα πολύ γαμάτο γιατί παίζαμε παρέα και ήμουνα κλασικότατος loot whore. Έτσι, φάρμαρα τα πάντα ρε, είχα καταστάσεις και υλικά και μαλακίες που δεν είχαν οι άλλοι και με κοροϊδεύανε και έχεις μείνει πίσω και έχεις μείνει πίσω και θα χάσεις και ασχολείσαι με το loot και δεν παίζεις το παιχνίδι. Και ενώ αυτός που κέρδισε προφανώς ήταν αυτός που είχε ξαναπήξει το παιχνίδι, εγώ για κάποιο λόγο βγαίνω δεύτερος, γιατί μόλις αυτές τις μαλακίες που λούταρα γαμήθηκα στους πόντους. Αρμονία 2086 με το όραμα των γενεθλίων. Okay. Σαν να λέει πότε που χτυπούσε νερό σε βαρέλι για 2 χρόνια και όταν γύρισε σπίτι έσπασε δέντρο με τα χέρια. Όπα ένα συντριβάνι. Μ' αρέσει που λέω ένα συντριβάνι, λες και δεν έχω ξαναρθεί εδώ.
The water resembles a precious jewel embedded in the dreams of all seafarers. Every time I gaze at the shimmering lights beneath the waves, it feels as though I'm back in this place, standing by your side.
Have you recalled anything, Misha?
Yeah, I saw these sentences in Grandpa's logbook. He used to say that despite the perils of the sea, whenever he stood on the deck in the afternoon, overlooking the sparkling waves, he would think of this fountain in front of his house. He often said that those moments felt like returning to his family's side, and the difficulties at sea didn't seem quite as challenging.
You know, I quite understand such sentiments. Hey, don't tease! I was just being a bit sentimental.
Perhaps every adventurer far from home carries a fountain within their soul. Even though the other side of the sea remains shrouded in the unknown, the fountain in front of his house serves as a compass, leading him back to his cherished ones.
Yeah, while Grandpa was at home, we would stand by the fountain and place the compass, a toy
Κάτι
boat
δεν μ'
that I
αρέσει.
made, into the pool. Back then, I would ask him when I could go on adventures like him, and he would always laugh and say I was still too young.
It seems this Mikhail is truly a seafarer and has nothing to do with the watchmaker.
Yeah. Based on Misha's recollections, the scenes in the dream bubble appear to be his childhood memories.
But this raises more questions. According to Misha, he was clearly born on an oceanic planet and led an ordinary life, with no connection to Penacony at all. Could this be some sort of metaphor? Perhaps the sea refers to the memory zone.
I'm sorry. I don't know, but my memories keep pouring out uncontrollably.
Επίσης, τώρα που το προσέχω, το μάτι του Μίσα είναι
From a fountain.
μια κλειδαριά.
Perhaps I'll remember more things if we go further.
Δηλαδή, Ευαγγέλη, να μην σε παίξω ποτέ ούνο, ας πούμε.
We're going to the opposite side, right?
No, we should turn left here.
Ρε, θα μας βγει ο Μίσα.
Something feels different
Η
about
τετράστερη μορφή του Μιχάηλ.
This is it. I remember this. Up ahead is Grandpa's study. It was in that room that I saw him the last time.
Okay. Είναι sailing. Δεν ξέρω, μου βρωμάει όλο αυτό. Όλο αυτό βρωμάει.
The atmosphere in this room feels totally different.
Misha! You finally come!
What?
Clocky, you're here! Yeah. This is the room where we first met each other.
Και κράσαρε πάλι. Τι θα γίνει, ρε παιχνίδι. Έτσι θα μας το χαλάσει. Αχ. Παιδιά, θεωρητικά θέλω να ελπίζω ότι με ακούτε. Κάτσε να κλείσουμε το βίντεο. Λοιπόν, παιδιά, κράσαρε το Honkai για δεύτερη φορά. Και δεν ξέρω τι φταίει. Redeem stream giveaway. Εντελώς άδολα, προφανώς, Βύρωνα. Σε καταλαβαίνω, είναι δυνατόν. Λοιπόν, πάμε να συνεχίσουμε. Έκανε ένα mini update. Δράκε, είναι η τελευταία προσπάθεια. Τελευταία προσπάθεια. Πιθανώς είναι η τελευταία δουλειά που έχουμε να κάνουμε.
The atmosphere in this room feels totally different.
Κάτσε, δεν παίζει το χειριστήριο.
Misha! You finally come!
Clocky, you're here! Yeah. This is the room where we first met each other.
Are those books on the bookshelf logbooks left behind by that seafarer?
Yeah. Whenever he came back, he placed a logbook on the bookshelf in his room. They contain records of his expeditions to every corner of the world. He described our world as a fountain. At some point, the sea started to gradually swallow up the land where people lived.
Δεν ξέρω γιατί κουνιέται έτσι και δεν ξέρω γιατί έχει και αυτή τη φάτσα.
To ensure that everyone had land to settle on, he had to continue exploring the sea and search for the source of the rising seawater.
Όχι βρε, γκαντέμι, δεν έπεσε το ρεύμα. Το παιχνίδι κόλλησε.
On that day, he called me to his study, telling me that he was embarking on another journey. However, I could sense the gravity in his expression. It was the same look I had seen on my father's face before his final voyage.
Καλά, όλοι ναυτικοί και φύγανε.
I asked him if I could go with him, but he said that my adventure lay elsewhere and told me to stay home and patiently await a certain sound at the door.
Η πλάκα ποια είναι? Και βλέπω τον Δράκο λέει να πηγαίνει, αλλά Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater στο σπίτι του Μάριου να κλείσει το πολύ πίσω. Και φαντάζεσαι, λέει, κοιτάζω πίσω από το green screen και είναι ένα κουτί μόνο του, χωρίς λόγο.
What sound?
He told me about a vast ocean in the sky. An ocean of stars.
Oh, fuck.
He spoke
That's
of
us.
a train that transports children with a desire to venture far away, traversing the sea of stars without ever stopping.
Uh-oh.
He said that he knew the crew on the train, and that he had asked them to take me along. He said the journey I had always dreamed of would start there.
Fuck. Παίζει να είναι και το ability που θα πάρουμε μέσα. Δρακέ, ας το ψαλίδι κάτω και μακριά το πολύπριζο. Δεν έχω άλλο.
A train? Could it be?
It's the Astral Express. I remember now. Grandpa's friends are a group of nameless who came to this world to resolve a disaster caused by a star. Then, he gave his pocket watch to me. It was his cherished treasure, appearing in every one of his adventure tales. He explained that difficult times were ahead, but assured me that the watch would guide me. He said, as long as I kept moving forward, I'd eventually reach my desired destination. And then,
Βαγγέλη ντροπή.
it was as if I heard the distant sound of a train whistle, echoing throughout the room.
Exactly, Misha! And then we followed that whistle, didn't we?
Yeah. I think I can still find the way we took back then.
Φάση. Παιχνίδι θες να δουλέψεις. Έτσι λέω εγώ τώρα. Μου κάνεις τη χάρη.
This is the dream jigsaw, right? So we're supposed to find the exit. But where can we find the last piece?
Do you remember? You said you obtained a mysterious shard when you stumbled into this place.
Όχι.
Hey, the shape seems to match. So this shard is also connected to Misha?
Looks like we're just one step from revealing the truth. Let's get to the other side and investigate.
Αγγελή, σταμάτα να δουλεύεις για την Κλάρα.
So that's how it works.
Okay. I'm back in business. Λέω πάνω.
This
No,
is it.
they took us.
This is my room of clocks. While I spent my time waiting for Grandpa to return from his voyage, Walter gave me this workshop, and it became my secret base. Here, I learned how to repair clockworking gears out of my fondness of precision mechanics. In my dreams, I was the captain of the compass, embarking on adventures with my companions, Clocky and Miss Mirror, in search of the new world.
Wait.
I was born and raised here.
So, this building in the dream bubble is your childhood home.
Yes, but not exactly. To be more precise, this dream bubble itself is my home.
What?
Looks like you've remembered everything.
Γιατί νιώθω ότι έχει με το και ο Βέλτ πάντα μιλάνε λες και ξέρουν τι
Why does
γίνεται.
it feel like everyone else knows something I don't?
Ευχαριστώ Μάρτς. Σκατάφτιασα στα ίδια level με τη Μάρτς, Τι γάμισαμε.
March, do you remember when he mentioned a clocky that only he could see?
Yeah, the little guy here, right? But we all saw him in Dreamflux Reef, right? And Mr. Yang even greeted him.
Looks like everyone on the Astral Express has a childlike spirit.
The answer lies in the Astral Express. His experience shows that neither Firefly nor Acheron can see this clocky. And when we were in Dreamflux Reef, you may have noticed that for some reason, nobody outside of the crew had ever talked with Clocky. A mimetic life that can only be seen by a select few? It's just like a hidden message left by someone for the nameless.
But Misha can see
Στο
Clocky
επόμενο
too,
Honkai Λίζα
right?
θέλω με
They
περούκα
even
Μάρτς.
grew up together. But Misha hasn't started the way of the Trailblaze yet.
That's
Πολύ
the
μ' άρεσε
key to
αυτό.
the mystery, March. Now take a moment to recall. Have you ever seen anyone outside of the crew interact with Misha?
True.
Wait. No way!
Με τι
That's
και
the
τι.
answer, March 7th. This dream bubble is the place where I was born. And I'm a dweller in this dream. Just like a memory zone meme. I should have stayed here and waited for you. But when reality and memories merged, I unconsciously pushed open that door and left the bubble with Clocky.
So it's not that the Watchmaker's dream bubble is empty, but rather the stuff inside ran away?
Λολ.
And the
Gamata.
whistle you heard was the sound of the express arriving at Penacony?
That's one way to see it. but I believe there's a longer story behind all this. It's best for Misha himself to explain all the details. How about we start with your name? Now, should we
Or
call you
Mikhail.
Misha, or...
Thank you all for helping me rediscover my true self. Now, please allow me to reintroduce myself. I was born on Lushaka, in the Presmere system, adopted by seafarers Mikhail and Char. They gave me a treasure, a name that carried their hopes. Mikhail Char Legwork, or simply Misha. If you prefer, you can call me by a more familiar name, the Watchmaker.
So, you're the Watchmaker himself?
Unfortunately, that legendary figure is no more. I am only a reflection of his life.
Οπότε αποθήκευσε τον εαυτό του μέσα
As
στο
for the
όνειρο.
child who has been with you, he's the innocent protagonist of Misha's childhood dream. A friend of Clocky, a young apprentice, and a future mechanic on the Express. And this also marks the beginning of his journey, devoted to the Trailblaze.
At the end of the journey, I left this little flame, which I so cherished, in my deepest dreams, hoping to pass it on to the nameless of future generations. However, he somehow left the dream bubble and forgot all about his task. I apologize for all the confusion this caused.
Because he was born with a desire to trailblaze, wasn't he? I don't think Misha has forgotten his role as a guide. He remembered it, and that's why he mistakenly appeared as a hotel doorman in his dream from the very beginning. The one who brought our unconscious friend here must have been Misha. If that's the case, we encountered the Watchmaker's legacy from the beginning, didn't we?
Well, I have a sarcastic friend who says I always take big detours and end up back where I started. Perhaps that's what every nameless has to go through. But in the end, you found me. I'm sure you're all wondering what my legacy is. I believe my hound has mentioned the Stellaron.
My Hound, πω, μαλάκα, το πήρε πολύ σοβαρό μικρός.
If I may apologize, the Stellaron part is real. As for my wealth, however, it's nothing more than a baseless rumor. I left my homeland as a child and embarked on the journey of Trailblaze. I traveled to various planets until finally reaching Asdana.
Look
My
at this
friends
smiley,
and I built the
μαλάκα.
original Penacony and fought for its future ever since. I've been moving forward all my life, doing what I could to overcome the obstacles in my path. But ultimately, my journey reached its end, and I left behind no possessions worth entrusting. So, if you ask what's left within this worn-out train engine that can be called a legacy, I suppose it's the things that are still burning in the engine's furnace. Now that you're well aware of the current situation of Penacony, I certainly hope that you'll help me get this world back on track. But I'll leave that decision to you, for the path of Trailblaze is never paved by others. All I have for you is a story and two gifts. I
Κάνω
want to
γνωρίσατε.
give you my pocket watch. It has accompanied me throughout my long journey, guiding that naive child forward. and has been blessed with the presence of so many great people up to this day. And my hat, too. The one who navigated for me placed it on my head and planted a fanciful thought in my mind. The trailblazing expedition will never end. Now, it's time for you to make your choice. Once you've made up your mind, open that door and enter the long dream of an old man. I'll be waiting for you at the end of this corridor of time.
All right, everyone. Let's make a decision. Although I don't think anyone will have any objections.
Oh. I object.
Of course. We've come this far. Surely there's no other option than moving forward.
In that case, it's unanimous. Then let's proceed together to the end of this dream and tell Mikhail our decision.
Δεν έχουμε κανένα σπορ γιατί πρέπει να μου ξεφύγει εδώ. Όχι. Ούτε κανένα chest εκεί πέρα να κλαίμε.
Mikhail, where are you going?
Someone has to step up and save Lushaka. So why can't it be me, Misha?
Please don't go. And if you must, please take me with you. Don't leave me alone.
Ρώστα ρε, καλησπέρα και σε ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ. Άραξε για την ιστορία.
Brave Captain Misha. The compass is waiting for you. Haven't you always wanted to be a better adventurer than me? Now go, board that train and start your journey.
Where are you going, Mikhail?
I'm going to clean the floor in the parlor car. I've promised the conductor.
Wait, first tell me, did you fix this watch?
Ο διοκτήτης του καπέλου.
Yeah?
Ναι, σωστά, ήταν
I know what it looked like
navigator.
before. Its chain was broken, the back case torn, and the marks on the dial all worn out. How did you manage to fix it?
Well, it's hard to explain, but
Η αλλαγή στο παιχνίδι επειδή γράφει Honkai στα rail. What? Έκανα κάτι λάθος.
hands, Mr. Amundsen. Its hands were intact and pointing in the right direction, so I knew there would be a way to fix the rest.
Honkai παίζουμε.
I see.
Καλή παιχνιδάρα. Τι παιχνιδάρα
You'll
παίζεις?
work with me from now on. Haven't you always wanted to tinker with this train? You're its mechanic now. As for the conductor, I'll do the talking.
Σοβαρά, έγινε conductor, έγινε μηχανικός.
Don't worry. You've got what it takes.
Έλα ρε.
I'll teach you what you need to know.
Ο navigator έμαθε το μηχανικό που θα είναι μηχανικός. Πρέπει
You
νούμε.
going, legwork? It's time to head to our next stop. I'm staying in Astana with Rosalina and Tiernan.
I see. This place reminds you of home.
The people of Astana have only achieved a tiny victory and still have a long way to go towards true freedom. Hanunu needs us.
Ανούνου.
Don't worry.
Hanu.
Not all journeys lead to the stars. Even if I leave the Express, our path of trailblaze will continue.
Yeah. I knew you wouldn't stay on the Express forever. Leave in peace, my
Η
friend.
Ραζαλή είναι η μητέρα του Αβεντουρίν.
And,
Με σκάλωσες.
with you.
This is Mr. Amundsen's hat. But why?
When he departed, He said he would leave it to his best student. Well, I suppose the time has come. Farewell, Legwork. Take care of Tiernan and Rosalina. And don't forget to write to us.
Where are you going, Watchmaker?
Don't worry, Micah. Just going on a little trip. Someone has to be at the forefront of the interstellar frontier, and I'm the only former nameless in Penacony. So why can't it be me?
Because you're all we have! Have you forgotten about Tiernan? The cosmos is way more dangerous now.
Ο Μάικα μικρός. Οκ.
But what will happen to Penacony if we don't find a way out? Ah, Tiernan. How could I ever forget him? I've spent countless sleepless nights asking myself why I didn't go with him back then.
Γιατί δεν έπρεπε.
We Nameless won't stop. Don't worry, Micah. It's just a matter of getting back to my old profession. Just wait for me to come back. But if, and it's a big if I don't come back in one piece, then you'll become the next Watchmaker.
Where are you going, old man?
Oh, you're here.
Answer my question. What are you up to?
Relax, Gallagher. I just came up with a great idea. Wanna hear it?
Oh, come on. Aren't all your ideas just ways to get yourself killed? I may be blunt here, but you're the last remaining hero in Penacony. If you die too, the secret of the Stellaron will go to the grave with you.
Yes, I'm afraid there's no way out in Penacony, so I'll have to consider alternatives beyond Asdana. We'll organize a festival using the Watchmaker's legacy as a facade and send invitations to the entire cosmos to gather people here.
So, a desperate struggle against the family?
Not really.
Desperate? Don't we have you here, my friend? This task is challenging, but what hasn't been challenging for us along the way? Well, whatever you do, remember, make sure to send an invitation to the Astral Express.
Misha! Where are you going?
Oh, it's you, Clocky. Take me to Dreamflux Reef. Last night, I had a long dream about the day we met. I want to write down that dream.
Write it down? Why?
Oh, so I won't forget it. Do you remember how you got your name?
Τι κρύβει εδώ, κάτι θέλει να πει εδώ πέρα η ιστορία.
Of course! You told me that when you were a kid, you lived in a room full of clocks. Those wall clocks and pocket watches grew up with you and were your best friends.
Yes, but what I didn't mention was there's a funny misunderstanding behind it.
Δηλαδή.
I was a kid, and there was always a special pocket watch in my memories. It was with my grandpa, guiding him on his sea voyages and leading the way in his every adventure story. I wanted to have a pocket watch like that too. And that's when you appeared in my dreams.
Yeah. Every night, we boarded the compass. and set sail together.
But you know what? It wasn't until the day my grandpa gave it to me that I realized it wasn't a pocket watch at all. It was a compass. So, your name should have been Compassy.
Κόμπαση λέει το μαλάκα,
And
σοβαρά.
the watchmaker is just a nameless.
Υπέροχο.
Arrived at Dreamflux Reef. So, where to next?
You know, Clocky, I don't think I'll be going anywhere else.
Εντάξει, είναι πανέμορφο το μέρος, έτσι. Αν και δεν τον είχα προσέξει να είναι τόσο γέρος ο Μιχάηλ όταν τον είδαμε. Μου είναι πάρα πολύ παράξενο.
I've traveled far enough, and it's time for a little break.
Oh. So, we'll set out again. When you're rested?
No, I'll stay here. And then, this is where it ends.
This is... where it ends? What do you mean, Misha? You told me that the trailblazing expedition would never end.
Yeah, that's what I said. So now, it's up to you to decide your next destination.
My next destination? What's that supposed to be? I've been following you. Misha? You're acting weird today. If you're feeling down, we can just do what we usually do. With the clockwork.
Έγινε λοιπόν, ναι.
No, I'm not feeling down. As for clockwork, yeah, it resolves all problems in this dream. So, do you know what clockwork actually is?
I'm not quite sure.
Ναι, ρε, μην αγχώνεσαι.
Well,
Άραξε.
everyone gets lost at times. They may hesitate and doubt which way to go. That happens in this dreamscape and beyond. But don't worry. Everyone goes through moments of uncertainty and hesitation. Eventually, they gather the courage to make bold decisions. Whether it's calming, joyful, angry, or sad. All they need is a little nudge to take that step toward where they truly belong. I'm leaving that little nudge with you, and I hope you'll share it with others. Such is the
Σου είπα τίποτα, βρε, γκρινιάρη.
the will of the trailblaze.
Άραξε, μην μου αγχώνεσαι.
Clocky's hands spin around non-stop, indicating confusion, frustration, and weakness. But ultimately, people still need to move forward.
Just like your hands, always pointing ahead. This is where my journey ends. From now on, it is your path to walk.
Trailblazing means taking paths your predecessors forswore, and venturing even further. The Penacony in Mikhail's dreams does not belong to order.
The fuck was that?
I can't believe that Eon would cast a glance at Penacony at a time like this. Is it because of the resonance from the legacy of the Trailblaze? Or perhaps the
Al Capone δεν έχω ιδέα, αλλά νομίζω ότι πλησιάζουμε σιγά σιγά.
it even impresses an Eon.
Well, there might be another possibility. Perhaps they want to witness, on behalf of the fallen eons, who will hold the future of Penacony.
If that's the case, on behalf of the Dream Master of Penacony and the 107,336 members of the Oak family, I'm extending a formal invitation to all of you.
Προσπαθώ, Al Capone, προσπαθώ.
I'm cordially inviting you all to the Penacony Grand Theater to participate in the upcoming Charmony Festival. And, of course, you won't be in the audience, but on center stage. Since the future of the Stellaron, Penacony, and even the entire cosmos is at stake, let's draw a conclusion there, in all fairness. If you truly believe in Akavili's path, then show me their courage and determination.
Μας προσκαλεί, να τον δίνουμε. Θα το κάνουμε έτσι κι αλλιώς. Big Fish Tiny Pond. Oh. New path. Harmony. Let's go. Λοιπόν, τι άλλα παιχνίδια έχουμε. Αυτή τη στιγμή έχουμε να παίξουμε Hades 2. Πρέπει να προχωρήσω λιγάκι on stream, γιατί στην αρχή ξερνάει πάρα πολύ πληροφορία και μετά θα έχω λίγο το χώρο να μπορώ να παίξω, να φαρμάρω με την ισχύα μου. Έχουμε να παίξουμε το Pacific Drive, έχουμε να παίξουμε Fallout 76, έχουμε να παίξουμε και το V-Rising, το οποίο εντάξει θα είναι τις Κυριακές κυρίως, γιατί σιγά σιγά καταφέραμε και φτάσαμε εκεί πέρα που έπρεπε να είμαστε για να δείξουμε το επόμενο content του παιχνιδιού. Κανονικά νομίζω πρέπει να είναι γύρω στα 8 τα path. Δεν ξέρω. Βαγγέλη, το Honkai είναι ενός έτους παιχνίδι. Λιγότερο από ενός έτους παιχνίδι. Δεν νομίζω να τελειώνει τόσο πολύ. Στο YouTube απλά δεν έχω προλάβει. Έχει πέσει τόσο πολύ δουλειά και απλά δεν έχω βάλει τα βίντεο να ετοιμαστούν να βγούνε. Το οποίο από την άλλη εβδομάδα θα αρχίσουν να βγαίνουν βίντεο. Για να δούμε. Increase break effect σε όλους τους allies και cause additional break damage when allies attack. What? What?
We need a strategy.
Είδα James Bond throw με το καπέλο. Λοιπόν, basic deals minor, half time to make a trade. Deals minor imaginary to single enemy targets with 5 bounces in total. Ultimate. Backup dancer effect.
Time to test our rapport. Dreams do come true.
Είδα κλοκή.
Ready for another? Do you admit this crime?
Να το παίξουμε διακριτικά.
Let's improvise.
Δύο χαρακτήρες για να τους σπάσουν την άμυνα.
The mood is set just right. Let the show begin.
Enemy data secured. Network activated.
Ένα το γκλόκι.
By the order of the Ten, we'll execute the Marastruck!
Life's like a good brew, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Dreams do come true.
Step up, let's see ya. It ain't over.
What the fuck? Τι ήταν αυτό?
Nice.
Α. Ναι και. Τι εννοείς καπέλο ήταν? Το ξέρω ήταν καπέλο. Τι θες να πεις? Περιμένω τον Devil May Cry το 5 το καπέλο του Dante και του Faust. Α, το Faust. Τι να βάλω τώρα, περίμενε παιδιά, μισό. Να το συζητήσουμε λίγο γιατί αυτό είναι θέμα. Λοιπόν, λέω wait. Honkai Star Rail. Honkai Star Rail. Build. Genshin. Έλα μωρέ, πώς λέγεται? Α, το Genshin GG είναι. Ναι, το Genshin GG είναι. Λοιπόν, ναι, consent. Honkai, όχι. Characters. Πού είναι ο main? Okay. Καλά, δεν μπορώ να παίξω με αυτό έτσι κι αλλιώς τώρα. Και δεν μπορώ να... Lightcones. Along the passing shore, Secret Vow, Adversarial και Amber. Μανάκα δεν έχω κανένα από τα τέτοια. Come on. The Abundance, Distraction, Harmony. Α, όχι. Κάτι δεν μ' αρέσει. Δεν μας ενδιαφέρει. Ναι. Πού είναι το build, ρε παιδιά? Και Fake Imaginary και Fake Res. Οκ, καμία αντίρρηση. Θέλεις να μου δείξεις τα build? Α, δεν έχει build. Γι' αυτό δεν μου δείχνει. Δεν υπάρχει ακόμα καλό build, γιατί προφανώς είναι ολοκέντριος. Oh shit. Οκ. Άρα δεν μπορώ να κάνω κάτι. Βράγκες, κάσε. Λοιπόν, κάτσε να σιγουρευτούμε λίγο τώρα για κάτι. Team lineup. Ναι, αλλά θα πρέπει να αλλάξουμε το τέτοιο. Να το αγόρινα μου. Θα ήθελα πολύ να πω θα παίξουμε με αυτό, αλλά switch. Να γυρίσουμε πίσω στο preservation, γιατί δεν έχω ούτε να τον ανεβάσω level ούτε τίποτα, έτσι.
Does that mean he wants to fight us during the Charmony Festival?
I'm afraid so.
This is weird. Aren't Arc villains usually plotting some dirty conspiracy in the end? But he actually said something like, "In all fairness." Could it be that he's underestimating us?
Κοίτα, ούτως ή άλλως...
In my opinion, Sunday is deeply committed to his own philosophy and genuinely wants to prove that the order is right. I sense a strong conviction and a desire for dominance in him. Maybe he won't accept the outcome unless he wins fair and square. That's why he'll give it his all in the upcoming battle.
Το πρόβλημα είναι ότι σαν κάθε άλλο χαρακτήρα πρέπει να τον ανεβάσω. Ωραία, οπότε να δεν κάτσω να φαρμάρω τα υλικά, καλά, και τα Eidolons, γιατί μπορείς να φαρμάρεις και τα Eidolons. Να φαρμάρω τα relics, τα traces, τα πάντα. Δεν πρόκειται να κάνεις μια, οπότε δεν μπορώ να το χρησιμοποιήσω τώρα.
Yeah, you're right. We've even dealt with a Lord Ravager of the Destruction, so a follower of the Order won't be a big deal.
Anyway, we can't leave the Stellaron unchecked. This is about trailblazing a bright future for Penacony and fulfilling Mikhail's and his predecessors' long-cherished wishes. Now that we've taken up the mantle, we can't afford to fail them.
However, the same applies to the Order. Their plan didn't materialize overnight, and they have the profound collective consciousness of the planet of festivities behind them. The desire to dream, to slumber and escape reality. All those hidden emotions have given birth to the sweet dream of the Order.
Παλιό το διορατής, μεκανίκ, τεναλής, καρτινάλ. Είσαι βλάκας, Δράκη, είσαι βλάκα.
They've harnessed the will of an entire
Drums.
planet to create an eon. This confrontation is far more complicated than a simple power struggle. To secure Penacony's future,
Όλοι το τραγουδάμε, αυτό δεν μπορείς να μην το τραγουδήσεις.
alone is not enough.
What do you mean? Are you not coming with us?
I believe Firefly is trying to say that she's heading off to another battle.
Mm-hmm. Before I left, the Destiny Slave told me that this journey would bring unforgettable rewards. Even though the script he gave me only had a few lines, I couldn't ignore them. Because one of the lines said, I'll experience death 3 times in the land of the dreams.
3 times? This can't be serious, right?
The first time was a painful death when I was stabbed by the Blade of Dormancy,
Bruh.
which led to all subsequent events. The script will always come true,
Τα πήραμε, ναι, πήραμε και τον Dragon Age στο Inquisition.
in a way that will only be revealed.
Τίμιο, πολύ τίμιο παιχνιδάκι. Βασικά και γάμο το παιχνίδι, αλλά τέλος πάντων.
Understood the meaning of my second death. And I am prepared to face it. If all goes well, my efforts will provide crucial support for you. Only by achieving victory in this battle can we secure a future for Penacony. And only then, my third and final death won't come true in the most terrible form.
The most terrible form? Does that mean...
The true death, where everyone in Penacony loses themselves completely in the eternal sweet dream of the Order.
Στο Steam δεν έχω δει άμα έχει κάτι. Α, έχει και ένα παιχνιδάκι στο Steam, αλλά δεν το έχω δει τώρα τι ήταν. Δεν θυμάμαι καθόλου.
You made up your mind, Firefly?
Yes. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
Thank you again for your assistance for the Astral Express. May we meet again, in reality.
3 παιχνίδια δωρεάν στο Steam.
Farewell, everyone. May your trailblazing expedition never end. I dreamed of a scorched earth.
Everyone, are you ready?
A new shoot sprouted from the earth. It bloomed in the morning sun and whispered to me. Like fireflies to a flame, my biggest death. May we meet again in reality.
Γαμάει Firefly.
After today, Japella's name will disappear from cosmic history, and the Everflame Mansion will take its place. In the not-too-distant future, you'll receive an invitation. That's your
Δεν
next
τις σωστά πετάκια δεν μπορείς να φτιάξεις.
Land of the dreams. Penacony.
I hope you find whatever you seek there. Be it answers.
Τι να κάνω εγώ φταίω που το ποτάκι δεν έχει όλες τις πληροφορίες.
salvation.
You mean my 3 deaths?
Silverwolf told me about it. It's such a shame that it's not part of my script.
Well, I
Likes
want
to-
to live. I'm never afraid of death. The opposite of death is eternal life, and that's something I'll never desire. People die, and I am no exception. Death is like a script, a fate that cannot be defied. But that's exactly why we have to choose where we want to rest forever.
Do you exist just to perish?
Are you not the same, Blade? The end you desire is not one dictated by others. If I were to die now, I would only be a weapon. I believe I should die as a human. Though its definition escapes me, isn't this the answer that ordinary people look for their whole lives? A name that can be carved onto their tombstone. The tombstone that belongs to me once bore the inscription, Glamoth's Iron Cavalry. Then it changed to Stellaron Hunter. But one day, it will bear the name Firefly. And all the brilliance she showed at the end of her life.
That's quite unexpected, old man. Who would have thought your crazy plan would actually work? Do all you nameless fools just act on a whim? I can sense that this false sweet dream is coming to an end. The nameless may be young, but they had the ability to achieve this goal. Just like you did in your time. It's a shame you won't be able to see it firsthand. Maybe I won't either. Once something fictional is seen through, it ceases to exist. Yeah, not just those nameless. Even Mr. Wings is just like you. Stubborn, won't listen or give up, no matter what. Well, fate is unpredictable, I guess. If we weren't bound by those cursed paths, maybe we could have had some good talks. But in the end, we managed to do it. And now we can find solace. Remember how those idiots cursed us? They said, "Go to hell, you worthless traitors." Well, I don't know if they really meant it, but if longing for freedom means going to hell, then I'll be joining you soon, you fool.
Θα τσεκάνω
Together
ανακαπονέ.
for supper again in hell. Oh, I almost forgot. There's one more thing. Here's to you. A glass of hello and goodbye, Trailblazer. To the imperfect tomorrow.
It's warm here, isn't it? You're lucky to have found shelter from the rain, let alone fresh berries in this desolate place.
I was just following the scent of life. It's particularly strong in a place like this. It's a shame these berries don't have much flavor.
Seriously? In case you didn't know, this fruit is pretty juicy. The only downside is that when you chew it, it becomes extremely spicy. Have you lost your sense of taste?
I can still taste certain things, like a faint sweetness. Before coming here, I stopped by a place called Orkron. It had barren cliffs and nights lit by bonfires. Burgundy snow would fall from the sky, and when it landed on my tongue, it tasted like raspberries. The flavor wasn't exactly sweet, but it left a lasting impression. When I think back on my past, I realize that what's tying everything together isn't the big events, but rather these small yet unforgettable moments. Don't worry about it. Losing oneself is a reality that every self-annihilator must face. At least I haven't completely lost my senses and memories yet.
Well, congratulations on adding another footnote to your journey. By the way, are you always alone?
No, I had a companion in Orkron. She's a short, nameless girl who aspired to explore IX. She always said she'd walk a path deeper and farther than Akavili's.
Quite an ambition for such a small girl. So, what happened?
She became stagnant water.
Well, my condolences.
Condolences. I don't need them. The girl left with a smile. She never regretted her choice and most definitely wanted me to say goodbye with a smile. So, that's what I did.
That's proof that you're grieving for her.
Or perhaps I'm just afraid.
Για να σας απαντήσω.
Afraid? I rarely sense that emotion from you. What do you fear?
I'm afraid I'll forget the 30 days I spent with her, just like all the other days in my life. Most of them have already washed away with the rain, disappearing into an unseen realm. I fear that those vivid red memories will fade away too. There isn't much color left. And besides this faint, warm red, there's...
Όχι, Κλάρα, δεν είναι nameless.
Hard to imagine. A ranger accustomed to bloodshed, destruction, and chaos finding warmth in the red color.
Because I have experienced this warmth many times. Long ago, I promised someone that I'd bring it to more people. And that for every remaining moment of my life, I'd strive for a better ending for all. As long as this red color still lingers, I have a chance to fulfill that promise. It represents a burning fire, a blooming flower, the berries in this cave, and life itself, fleeting yet still dazzling. In the end, it will lead me beyond the horizon of existence. And on the other side, I will cut off nihility.
The one blessed by the sleeping and shapeless is considering how to kill them. That's truly pure nihility. But you're right about one
Μόνο στο Genshin.
after spending
Ή τουλάχιστον δεν ξέρουμε αν έχουμε συγγενείς εδώ.
time near this stagnant water. Only when I look at this vibrant red fire do I realize that I'm still alive.
When will this rain ever stop?
Perhaps when the sorrows of the departed have finally quieted down, the sky will clear up.
Have you heard of a planet named Biari Scamandros, Don Hung? It's one of the Paradise Kingdoms under the influence of the Harmony. A sought-after wonderland for the inhabitants of the Dardanu major and minor systems. Half an amber era ago, the family held an unprecedented festival there. And after that, everyone on the planet became part of the family.
Do you think the same thing will happen on Penacony?
Yes. Or how else can we explain it? The family deliberately used the Watchmaker's invitation to keep all the Pathstriders here, but banished the Emanator of the Nihility.
Because of the Nihility, I'm rarely affected by the power of other paths, but somehow I can unconsciously infiltrate them. Maybe that's the risk they're trying to avoid.
I would disagree. Biari Scamandros is not part of the credit system or connected to the Silver Rail. It's nothing more than a remote civilization sheltered by the Harmony. But Penacony is different. If the family messes with Penacony, that would be like declaring war on almost half of the factions in the cosmos. They have no reason to do that.
No, they don't. If they truly serve the Harmony, that is.
What do you mean?
The path in Penacony is impure. The Harmony here has impurities.
Do you remember the ancient swarm disaster? Tazeront, the propagation, brought endless havoc to the universe, and it eventually evolved into a fierce battle among all eons. 2 paths lost their eons in that war, the propagation and the order. Coincidentally, their downfall is related to a certain eon.
Shipe, the Harmony. Legend has it that they participated in the crusade against the Imperator Insectorum, and devoured Anna the Order for unknown reasons.
Holy forgaroni. So you're saying that the 2 leaderless paths are working behind the scenes?
But I don't see any descendants of the propagation in Penacony. Could it be that the remnants of Beyond the Sky Choir are hiding within the family, trying to resurrect a fallen eon?
I can't say for sure, but they're definitely planning something for the Charmony Festival.
This is getting way too complicated.
Holy
Is this why
whoop-a-whoop.
you want us to leave Astana right away? Are you giving up?
The Charmony Festival will start soon. There's one thing that I need to confirm no matter what. A warp jump is the best way to do so.
Time is running out. I have another plan.
Ooh.
Hold on. Are you thinking of using the Jade Abacus of Allying Oath?
Exactly. The assistance from the Lawfu Cloud Knights would be enough.
Think it over carefully. You can only use that once in your lifetime.
I have considered it thoroughly. My companions are... they're also once-in-a-lifetime treasures.
What? 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 Τι?
Are you the only one
Είναι οι στρατιώτες από το βασίλειο του τρίτου act.
The Nameless is quite the diplomat. Our secrets have spread like wildfire within the family. And IPC starships are gathering towards Astana. This is a crucial moment for us. So, where is the chosen one who harmonizes the varied sounds?
What do you mean, Master? I'm right here in front of you, aren't I?
Δεν είσαι η Ρόμπιν και το ξέρεις.
You know, she was supposed to be the star of the Charmony Festival in our plan.
But the plan has changed. As her brother, I know she doesn't want to sing for the Order. So I'll take her place.
You've always been wise beyond your years. I'm sure you understand the consequences of your choice.
Ότι πας με το stand κεραυνού, ναι. Αυτός είναι ο διοικητής του στρατού του συγκεκριμένου μέρους.
There can't be two suns in the sky. I'll step up and take down the other sun if necessary.
Do you believe in karma?
Yes. Θα έπρεπε.
If karma exists, then everyone has their own karma. You have yours, and I have mine.
Καλησπέρα, Ανδρέα.
My
Τι κάνεις, πώς
karma has
είσαι?
nothing to do with you, Mr. Gopherwood.
Δεν μ' αρέσει ο Gopherwood. Το λέω εξ αρχής.
Since you're willing to sacrifice yourself for her, I'll grant your wish.
Well, the compromise came sooner than expected. Why?
You and your sister were born as twins of the Order. And one of you is destined to follow this path to the end.
Is this part of your plan?
Of course. You're still as clever as you were when you were a child. The opening is near. Go, my child. Seize the
Τον
power
συγχαίρω το Mr.
of
Gopherwood.
harmony and reveal your karma.
I have one final question, Master. Why did you choose to bring the Order to Penacony? Wouldn't it have been better to choose a desperate world instead of a city filled with hope and dreams? Why?
It's for justice, my child.
Όχι, είναι για να πάρεις την ενέργεια που χρειάζεσαι για να ζωντανέψεις το Θεό σου.
In our hearts, we'll make the same mistake as the Harmony did.
So, it's not you who manipulates the dreamscape with the Stellaron, but...
Stellaron. The Stellaron!
That's where our conversation ends. Go ahead. The 107,336 souls of the Oak family have dreamed of this moment too many times.
I shall ascend to the heavens, becoming the scorching sun. Bathed in my light, my people shall flourish, while all evil shall be eradicated.
What? Δεν έχω ιδέα.
This
Το
is the
προσπαθώ.
interior of the Penacony Grand Theater.
Γι' αυτό δεν έχω μιλήσει. Έχω αφήσει μόνο να παίξει το παιχνίδι για να φτάσουμε στο τέλος όσο πιο γρήγορα γίνεται.
Glad. But why is the venue still closed when the Charmony Festival is about to start?
And not only that, the entire theater is eerily quiet. No audience, no staff.
Δράκια και εγώ μυρίζομαι πως fight, αλλά υποτίθεται έχουμε άλλες 2 ώρες μέχρι να γίνει αυτό. In-game που περνάνε, δηλαδή τώρα στα 10 λεπτά έφυγε μια ώρα. It was a flop out of the box office, ρε μαλάκα.
Even if we're late, a grand theater like this shouldn't be completely empty. Let's explore around. Be careful, everyone.
Και δεν μπορώ. Watchmaker's hat. You see me not. Οπα, σ' άκουσα. Εδώ. Ξεκίνησε 4 ώρες πριν το φεστιβάλ, 3 ώρες πριν το φεστιβάλ και τώρα είναι 2 ώρες πριν το φεστιβάλ. Να και ένα origami το οποίο θέλει να αντιγράψει τη Ρόμπιν.
Gosh, the atmosphere here is so creepy and unsettling. Even if there's no audience yet, there should be some staff around. Why is it so silent?
Και παίζει Dark Souls boss fight. Dancing just sitting in second off, Andrew. Δεν μ' αρέσει καθόλου αυτό. Θα γίνει χοντρή μαλακιά, ρε.
Yikes! They scared the life out of me. Why are there so many puppets at the ticket office?
Είσαι φάκι, καλώς την να.
What? You're so annoying. Stop scaring me.
Are these puppets part of the stage setup? Even so, it's so eerie that the entire front hall is empty.
Μήπως αυτά τα puppets αντιπροσωπεύουν τις ψυχές των ανθρώπων που έχουν πέσει για ύπνο για να πάρουν τον έλεγχο στο φεστιβάλ, Lonely, I'm so lonely. Weeping Angels λέει ο άλλος, ρε μαλάκα, το κάνεις εσύ. Weeping Angels. Τι σκατά, μαλάκα, τι φάση. Αυτό δεν πάει άλλο, μπρος ή πίσω. Αλλά αν πατήσω εσένα... wait. Μαλάκα δεν είχα δει ποτέ αυτό, εντάξει. Γκαβός. Come on. Βοήθα λίγο. Okay. Αυτό δεν βοηθάει. Έχω σκαλώσει τώρα. Αυτό δεν θα μπορούσε να δουλέψει ποτέ. Αυτό όμως. Όχι. Εντάξει, παιδιά, κάποια πράγματα που τα κάνω και λίγο στην τύχη, έτσι, αλλά το προσπαθώ. Ναι, τελείωσε! Ναι! Ναι, τώρα δεν είσαι τόσο μοναχούλης. Προλάβω το ρολογάκι. Γιατί σου λέω, δεν σου φέρω τήρηση, ρε. Δεν είμαι τόσο γαμάτος ώστε να σου πω ότι τα ελέγχω πανεύκολα όλα αυτά. Έτσι. Αλλά εντάξει, είναι puzzle. Στην τελική βρίσκονται. Έδωση. Αχ, το περίμενα. Ναι, όχι, δεν πρόκειται να γίνεις τόσο μεγάλο άμα βρέξεις τον εαυτό σου, γιατί σε φτιάχνουν από χαρτί. Τι λέει? Ωραία, δεν βλέπω κάτι. Εδώ, investigate.
I'm seriously scared they might start moving. Let's just leave, please.
Οκ. Πάμε φύγουμε. Ωραία, και πάμε τώρα. Πού θα μας αφήσει να πάμε τώρα?
Something feels off. We're in the right place, right?
There's no other grand theater in the dreamscape.
Well...
Sunday's messing with us? He said we'd have a final showdown on the stage, but why is there no one here?
My apologies for the delay, March 7th.
You scared me. Where are you now?
I'm waiting for you behind the curtain. Following the Asdana tradition, I invite you to enjoy a stage play in 3 acts before the festival begins. History is a mirror reflecting the universe's true essence. Let's use this opportunity to delve into the rich history of Penacony and the eons. Within it, naturally,
Τι είναι 5 ώρες? Γιατί μου το κάνεις αυτό, ρε χεράκτε? Έχει μείνει μπόλικο. Πόσο μπόλικο?
After the Dusk Wars, darkness veiled the sky, and chaos consumed the earth. Enna the Order emerged, destined to restore all existence.
Αχ, πόσο μπόλικο, ναι. Δεν βοηθάτε. Ο άλλος, ο Μάκης, ο Ντράξους, που γυρνάει και μου λέει 5 ώρες. Είναι το 4ο stream. Και δεν έχω μαλακιστεί ο καημένος. Δηλαδή, βγάζουμε 1 ώρα και 40 λεπτά story σε κάθε ένα stream. Δεν είναι 5 ώρες αυτά. Κοίτα, το δεν βιάζεται κανείς, το ξανασυζητάμε. Έχω 4 παιχνίδια που δεν μπορώ να παίξω γιατί κάνω focus στο Honkai. Καλά, ρε, το story είναι καταπληκτικό. Μην λέμε τώρα μαλακίες. Απλά, εντάξει, πέρα από το χαβαλέ και την γκρίνια που κάνω συνέχεια. Θα με διακόψεις τώρα. Μπισόσα μου.
Strike the white keys and the sun rose. Strike the black keys and the moon rose. And so, the cycle of day and night arose. That marked the second day.
Πέρα από την πλάκα, αυτό που ήθελα να πω, το πρόβλημά μου δεν είναι ότι η ιστορία του Honkai είναι τόσο μεγάλη. Προφανώς είναι κάτι το οποίο το λατρεύω αυτό το πράγμα. Το πρόβλημά μου είναι ότι το Honkai δεν μπορώ να το σπάσω να πω ότι θα παίξω τη μία εβδομάδα 2 ώρες ή 4 ώρες και την άλλη εβδομάδα άλλες 4. Πρέπει να φύγει σερί όσο πιο γρήγορα γίνεται για να μπορέσω και να φαρμάρω για τους χαρακτήρες, αλλά και να μπορέσω να κάνω τα side missions και να έχω χρόνο, έτσι. Γιατί αν σκεφτείτε ότι μπορεί να μου πάρει υπό κανονικές συνθήκες, έστω ότι είναι 10 ώρες και παίζω 2 ώρες κάθε εβδομάδα, ωραία, γιατί δεν έχω και πάρα πολλές ώρες για το stream, είναι λογικό να μου πάρει γύρω στις 5 εβδομάδες. Ωραία, από τις 40 κάτι μέρες που κρατάει το season, εγώ θα χάσω τις 35 για να τελειώσω το story. Οπότε, σε εισαγωγικά με πιέζει το Honkai να το τερματίσω για να μπορέσω να παίξω. Ρε τρακέ, εσύ τι παίζεις τώρα Honkai, τι να σου κάνω να μου βοηθήσεις? Τι να βασάνιζω το SFI και τον Χεράκτη που μου ήρθανε στις 6 ώρες. Δεν είναι κοντά τα. Βασάνισέ με. Βάλε μου Honkai στα δάχτυλα. Γεια σου Θιούλη. Θέλω να το στο Honkai ρε Θείο. Είχα πληροφορήσει ότι είναι 5 ώρες και έχω φτάσει στις 8. Και δεν κολομαράω. Ναι, κάτσε. Εν τω μεταξύ, πατάω για το... δεν έχω βάλει το κινητό σήμερα και είμαι στην οθόνη και πατάω στη μαλακία για να μπορέσω να κάνω το εσώ για το θείο και δεν ακούγεται το χαρακτήρας. Γεια Στιούλη. Με πιάσε την ώρα που μίλαγα στα παιδιά ρε εσύ, γι' αυτό πρώτα κάνω το εσώ και μετά σου μίλησα.
Where shall we start our narrative?
To your death!
Let's start with the time when...
Old Man Wood. The Adventures Bed 4.
Well, let's start with the time when Penacony was still a frontier prison.
Έχω πάρει Mystery Gift Imbibitor Lunae. Δυνατό. Scattered dream bubbles in the map. Due to them being unconnected to the passable platforms, these dream bubbles cannot form bubble bridges. After interacting with the control panel, the corresponding dream modules and the trajectory will be highlighted by interacting with the... Okay.
In 2147 AE, a prisoner named Hanunu ignited a struggle for liberty and emerged triumphant. IPC referred to it as the War of the Frontier, while the Asdanians dubbed it the War of Independence.
Και δεν μπορεί να πάει και μπροστά τώρα, πρέπει να τελειώσει, σταματήσει με λέει μαλάκα στο πρώτο της. Το σύχαμα το ίδιο. Α, ναι. Λάθος κουμπί. Να μας πει τώρα την ιστορία του Χανούνου, ποιος ο Σάντι. Ετοιμάζεσαι, γιατί ετοιμάζεσαι, τι θα κάνεις? What. Ετοιμάζεσαι να εξαπλώσεις τη δημοκρατία! Σκυπ όλα, ναι, όχι, Αλκαπώνε, θα κάτσουμε μέχρι το 12.30. Ωραία. Θεωρώ το παιχνίδι έχει ακόμα ένα εύκολο 2 ώρο. Πλάς. Οπότε εφόσον έχουμε ένα 2 ώρο πλάς ακόμα στο παιχνίδι, θα κάνουμε έτσι τουλάχιστον ένα μισαράκι έξτρα για να προχωρήσουμε λιγάκι και μετά... Ωραία, εντάξει. Γι' αυτό το λέω. Θα κάτσω άμα... Να φάμε ένα μισάωράκι ακόμα, να το έχουμε έτσι σίγουρο. Ώστε άμα φάμε και ένα μισάωράκι έξτρα, γιατί την Κυριακή δεν μπορώ να φάω έξτρα χρόνο. Την Κυριακή αναγκαστικά δεν θα παίξουμε Honkai, το παίξουμε την Τρίτη. Την Κυριακή έχω να πάω σε ένα γάμο, όχι δεν παντρεύομαι. Οπότε δεν θα έχω το χρόνο να κάτσω να ράξω και να πω ότι θα χάσω λίγο χρόνο παραπάνω. Θα επισκεφτεί τη Θεσσαλονίκη να δεις τους φαν σου. Α, έχει καλούς ανεμιστήρες στη Θεσσαλονίκη. Και στείλα να ρωτιέμαι γιατί με βρίζει συνέχεια και θέλει να με κάνει μπαμ το κανάλι του. Με τα κρυαστία που λέω.
The three nameless stayed on the planet, endeavoring to spread the tenets of Trailblaze throughout the frontier prison. Alas, their efforts proved futile.
Θα έχει μπουφέ μετά. Missed me. Σου έφαγα το chest.
Once again, as Donna was engulfed in war, this time the enemies originating from within. The prisoners remained prisoners for the rest of their lives, fighting for freedom rather than living for it.
Πολύ περίεργο να υπάρχει ένα bountiful chest εδώ. Μέρα θα μου βρω και πολύ εύκολα παγίδα αυτό, έτσι να ξέρετε. Παγίδα! Το τρίτο fight μου λέει ο Μακής. Πότε φεύγεις για τη Θεσσαλονίκη, Μανώλη?
Yet these prisoners remain enslaved, not by external forces, but by the confines of their own minds. Freedom permeates every corner, except fragile souls. It gives solace only to those who believe in its existence.
Prisoners, this is my order. Learn the essence of freedom.
Boobies.
Teach your fellow prisoners to fight for their lives.
Hey! Why do we have to fight while enjoying the show?
For I desire not only your enjoyment, but also your assistance in its completion.
Αυτό που θέλουν όλοι να φάνε ενέργεια από τον Trailblazer για να μπορέσουν να κάνουν τις μαλακίες τους, πολύ με κουράζει. Εντάξει, είμαστε μια κινούμενη μπαταρία, αλλά γιατί να το κάνουμε τόσο θέμα. Επίσης, θαυμαστικό NPGs όλοι και όλες και μπορείτε να πείτε και στο καινούριο τροχό. Μετά το 12 και 20 που θα το σταματήσω, θα κάνουμε spin the wheel από τον προηγούμενο τροχό που είχατε πάρει μέρος μέχρι και την Τρίτη. Η Κλάρα. Εν τω μεταξύ, συγγνώμη, ο Ντάνγκ Χένγκ, η ειρωνία της υπόθεσης, έτσι, ο Ντάνγκ Χένγκ ζητάει βοήθεια από το Λουόφου, ωραία, που είναι... είναι αυτοί που τον εξορίσανε γιατί ήταν μαλάκας στην προηγούμενη ζωή του. Και ας δεις τώρα τι βοηθιά τους, έρθουν όλοι οι Royal Guards εδώ και τις πάνε. Θα γαμίσω αυτό, είναι πολύ γαματιδέα. Ναι, χεράκτε αυτό, δεν τέργεζε η φωνή, ήταν πολύ λάθος.
Okay. Show no mercy.
Επίσης, πάρα πολύ ενδιαφέρον το νέο path του Trailblazer. Πολύ. Αειδιαστικά ενδιαφέρον θα έλεγα. Δεν ξέρω κατά πόσο θα μπορούσε να παίξει σωστά με auto battles. Δυστυχώς. Το μόνο αυτό που φοβάμαι. Βαγγέλη, επίσης αν περιμένεις να πας για March the 2nd, ωραία, θα περιμένεις κανένα χρόνο, έτσι. Είναι άλλοι 10 μήνες μέχρι τον επόμενο Μάρτιο. Πολύ παράξενη φωνή.
Amidst a raging war, the frontier prison headed toward becoming land of the exiles.
This must be how Penacony was constructed. With the aid of outsiders, the prisoners were finally liberated and established the land of the exiles. However, it appears that Sunday aims to convey the spiritual plight of the prisoners more than the physical aspects of imprisonment.
This show is a bit too literary for my taste. But the battle part is quite easy to understand. Anyway, we've arrived at the exit. Let's go!
Επίσης, συγγνώμη. Η Άχερον δεν έχει συναντήσει τη Μάρτς σωστά. Και αν δεν έχει συναντήσει τη Μάρτς, τότε η κοντούλα Nameless, η οποία ήταν φίλη της και έγινε stagnant water, ακίνητο νερό, όπου σε πάγο, που ο πάγος τι είναι, ακίνητο νερό θα μπορούσε να πει κάποιος με ποιητική αηδία, ωραία, ήταν μέσα η Μάρτς. Και θες να μου πεις τώρα ότι πλανάται μια βρώμικη ιδέα στο μυαλό μου ότι επί 30 μέρες η Μάρτς έκανε παρέα με ένα avatar του νυχίδητη και ήταν nameless nonetheless. Ή ξέρει η Άχερον ότι τώρα είναι nameless, αλλά έχει πεθάνει πριν, ή μήπως κάτι θυσίασε η Μάρτς όταν έγινε παγάκι. Κάτσε να δω. Από εκεί. Είμαι υπερβολικός αυτό που λέω για τη Μάρτς.
Creating symbols to be pronounced and counted. They molded stardust into flowing rivers, assigning the righteous upstream and the unjust downstream. Thus, all things were marked, and the world learned to discern between good and evil. That marked the third and fourth days.
Παιδιά, νιώθω ένα vibe από Atomic Heart. Και η μουσική είναι εκνευριστικά υπέροχη. Μισό.
Nice.
Ναι, γιατί ο Μάριος είναι αρκετά γαμάτος να ανοίγει τα σεντούκια από πίσω, όχι από μπροστά. Καινούργια πράγματα. Planet of Festivities Glow. Ευχαριστώ. Και άμα ήταν για πόλεμο θα ήταν Warframe. Φίλε, θέλω να ξαναπαίξω Hades, να δούμε το Lim και το Όρος για να πω το Λιμοκοντόρος. Δηλαδή... Ode to Fool.
Ode to Fool. This must be the second act.
Oh shit!
The surroundings are different from before. The stage decorations look a bit tidier now.
Λογικά είναι αφού έχουν αρχίσει να ξαναστρώνουν λιγάκι τη φυλακή.
A struggle for power. Penacony witnessed the ascent of the 7 major lineages: tree, grass, flower, bird, beast, fruit, and insect. Peace never truly graced Land of the Exiles. The history in this era is rich and intricate, so please allow me to present it in allegorical form.
Κάτσε να καθαρώσουμε το τέτοιο. Να, YMCA. Να. Αυτό θέλει να γίνει μουσικός και να παίζει κάποιο όργανο μουσικό. Κολόπεδα, σταματήστε. Αλλά τελικά ήταν origami bird, οπότε δεν μπορούσε να κάνει κάτι. Άζιλου! Πάμε εδώ. Πάμε... εδώ. Προφανώς, γιατί δεν υπάρχει άλλος χώρος να το βάλεις. Προφανώς αυτό θα πάει εδώ, αυτό θα πάει εδώ και αυτό θα έρθει εδώ. Πα, YMCA.
Welcome to this mansion, dear outsider.
Land of the Exiles was in disarray, besieged by both internal and external perils. Though the 7 major lineages appeared united on the surface, each harbored their own ambitions, leading to ceaseless conflict.
PS, για το τραπέζι στο γάμο που λέτε, παιδιά, ο γάμος θα γίνει 7 η ώρα το απόγευμα. Κυριακή. Δηλαδή, 9.30-10 η ώρα έχω εξαφανιστεί από το τραπέζι. Υπάρχει πιθανότητα να κάτσουμε χράγα. Κυριακή είναι μαλάκα. Κυριακή είναι μαλάκα. Κάντε το ένα Σάββατο να μπορούμε να κάτσουμε σαν άνθρωποι να φάμε και να πιούμε και νηστική να κοιμηθούμε. Αυτό θα πρέπει να είναι κάπου εδώ. Chest.
Accountant, we are the pillars of this mansion.
The Black Plum family was the first to fall. They withered away in the White Desert event, orchestrated by the Alfalfa family.
Because Master shaped you from clay, but forged me from fire. I'm superior to you.
Wait. Από εκεί. Άρα πρέπει να τρόπο να πάω κάτω. Για λίγο έγινα ο Usain Bolt.
Leader of the Alfalfa family sought to defect to the IPC, trading freedom for survival.
Everything.
His eldest son
Γεια σου, Μάκη.
in the name of righteousness and ascended as the new family head.
Μάκη, έχασες. Ευχαριστούμε για τη σαμπάρα στον Μάκη. Στο πρώτο, δεν ξέρω το δώσω. Ευχαριστούμε πάρα πολύ θείο για τη σαμπάρα. Μάκη, έχασες τη φάση που σε έκραζα γιατί μου έλεγες είναι 5 ώρες campaign το παιχνίδι και έχουμε παίξει 8 και είμαστε άλλες 2 ώρες μακριά. Σε έκραζα. Αυτό πάει εδώ. Αυτό πάει εδώ. Αυτό προφανώς θα πάει εδώ. Αυτό που όλο να πάει άραγε. Ναι, μαλάκα, δεν έχω κάνει 3 ώρες καθυστέρηση με... Δεν έχω φάει 5 ώρες να μιλάω με το chat. Το πάω αρκετά νερό. Κάθε μέρα παίζουμε τουλάχιστον 1 ώρα και 40 λεπτά campaign. Δεν υπάρχει αυτό το τρως χρόνο με το chat. Ναι, θα φάω χρόνο με το chat. Αλλά αυτό δεν μπορώ να το περάσω από εδώ. Αλλά δεν είναι αυτό που με έχει καθυστερήσει. Έχεις κάνει τέρμα φάουλ σε όλη την πληροφορία που έχεις υπολογίσει στον εγκέφαλό σου. Usain Bolt the second! Γλίτωσα.
Only to be eradicated by the remnants of the swarm, leaving nothing in the unforgiving cosmos.
As for me, I shall forge new bonds.
Only when Gopher Wood led the family to Land of the Exiles and earned recognition from all 5 major lineages did Penacony earn its new name, the Land.
Έχεις δίκιο, συγγνώμη. Να το ξάγαν. Επίσης, μπορείς να τα κάνεις skip. Space. Μπορείς να γλιτώσεις άπειρο χρόνο. Όπως για παράδειγμα έκανε ο θείος. Φαντάζομαι. Δεν έβλεπα εκείνες τις ημέρες τι έκανε, γιατί προφανώς δεν θα φάω spoiler. Αλλά ναι.
Dear outsider, I beseech your aid in purging this mansion of the poison spread by the lurking instigators.
Ο Σουλτάν.
You want us to help you? What do you need?
I wish they could regain their reason and cast away the shackles of hypocrisy.
This is the second act. Looks like it's about Penacony's journey to becoming the land of the dreams, during which the family plays a crucial role.
But this new master seems like a bad guy to me, don't you think?
Perhaps this is the truth Sunday is trying to express, if you read between the lines. The Harmony changed Penacony just as the guards once did.
Looks like we've gotta help those guys kneeling down over there
Calm down.
Right?
Επίσης έχει ένα πολύ ωραίο feature, το οποίο άμα έχεις δει το story και το πιάσει ότι το έχεις δει, σε αφήνει να κάνεις bypass το story.
But without their guidance, for whom shall I sing?
Calmness. Activate clockwork. Happy, angry, calm.
I shall sing for my new master, just as their noble voice once resonated throughout the cosmos.
Πάμε, επόμενος. Παιδιά, sorry, δεν. Το chest ήταν εκεί πέρα.
You will return in due course, and I shall stand vigilant, awaiting the reward for my loyalty.
Sad. Only reason can shield people from lingering poison of the past. Proclaim the new master.
Master, now that you have gone, I shall wait no longer for my reward. I shall seize what is rightfully mine.
Once I stood as the most loyal
Παιδιά, πραγματικά, Θείο και Μάκη, εσείς δεν έχετε την αίσθηση, βασικά και Χεράκτα και Ζεφάκη, δεν έχετε την αίσθηση ότι ο Welt και η Χίμικο ξέρουν πράγματα, συνειδητοποιούν πράγματα και είναι πάντα σε μια φάση, ξέρω τι γίνεται, αλλά πρέπει να τους αφήσουν να οδηγηθούν, να το καταλάβουν και μόνοι τους. Δηλαδή, νιώθω ότι περνάμε ένα συνεχόμενο training στο Trailblaze.
My former master has long departed, but why do I still fear the remnants of his creation?
Master is no longer here. I thought I'd be free, but I'm not. Now, without my master's command, I'll have to seek guidance from the blind.
Okay. Ναι, αυτό. Απλά, παιδιά, ακόμα και όταν μιλούσε η Χίμεκο στον Μίσα, έτσι, κυριολεκτικά ένιωθα μια φάση, ωραία. Τώρα αυτός είναι στην πραγματικότητα, έτσι, ο Clockmaker. Λοιπόν, why do you know that? Πόσα σκάτα έχετε δει? Δηλαδή, why? Δεν λέω ότι είναι άσχημο, γαμάει, απλά Dank Henk.
Without a master, who can grant me true freedom?
Thank you, dear outsiders. My servants have regained their sanity. Heed me, one and all.
Τουλάχιστον αυτός ο guard, η φωνή και το σώμα ταιριάζουν. Δεν έχει boobies.
It is through righteousness and unwavering support for one another that we shall attain true perfection. Cast aside the veils of hypocrisy and embrace one another.
Get ready. Looks like another fight is about to begin.
Immersive theater. Άρα είναι 4 μάχες, όχι 3 μου έλεγε ο Μάκης. Μάκη ντροπή. Να μας μεθύσει θέλει. Χεράκτα, αυτό σκεφτόμουν να τελειώσω. Μπορώ να τελειώσω το δεύτερο act εδώ και πριν πάω στο τρίτο να το αφήσω. Επίσης είναι αυτό που λες με τον Dank Henk. Το καταλαβαίνω να μην είναι ο αγαπημένος, είναι το συμπαθής, γιατί δεν είναι αυτός ο σκοπός του. Ο Dank Henk είναι ένας άνθρωπος πλέον, ο οποίος απλά κυνηγάει να ξεφύγει από το παρελθόν του, έτσι, και φοβάται βάσει ό,τι είχε κάνει να μπλεχτεί πάρα πολύ με όλα τα πράγματα. Αλλά το βλέπεις, έτσι. Λοιπόν, θέλει να φέρει όλο το λόφο εδώ πέρα, να γίνει της πουτάνας για να προστατεύσει τους φίλους του. Δηλαδή, ο Dank Henk από το act του και μετά είναι σε φάση εξέλιξης χαρακτήρα. Το οποίο είναι πάρα πολύ γαμάτο, εμένα μου αρέσει πάρα πολύ. Και θέλω να δω αν όντως θα γίνει και το ίδιο με τη March. Που τη March από τη μια δεν θέλω να την πειράξουν, γιατί έχει ένα πολύ ωραίο στυλ για να μπορείς να την βασανίσεις. Και αυτό το καυστικό, το κακό, το χιούμορ που μπορείς να κάνεις στη March και το ότι συνδυάζεται με τον Trailblazer και τέτοια. Όχι, όχι, δεν με πειράζει να είναι πιο δυνατή, για να μην χαλάσει ο χαρακτήρας της, λέω. Δηλαδή, αν το κάνω σκεφτείς, ο Dank Henk με τον παρελθοντικό του εαυτό δεν έχει δραματικές αλλαγές. Έτσι. Ήταν πολύ παρόμοια η λογική και η συμπεριφορά του. Ναι, βρεσί, μα δεν λέω ότι θα αλλάξει έτσι και πάει πεντάστερη. Απλά λέω ότι θα ήθελα να τη δω να εξελίσσεται χωρίς να χάσει το essence του τι είναι η March. Γιατί πέρα από το comic relief, είναι και ένας ωραίος χαρακτήρας να έχεις, γιατί μέσα σε όλη αυτή τη μαυρίλα που κουβαλάνε, έτσι, είναι μια τεράστια ποσότητα μαλλιού της γριάς για να σε γλυκαίνει. Η March είναι το ακριβώς αντίθετο του Dank Henk. Αν το σκεφτείτε. Ο Donkey Kong είναι πεσημιστής αρκετά. Είναι ισοστρεφής. Τέρμα. Ωραία. Διατηρεί την ιδιωτικότητά του. Η March... καμία σχέση. Δηλαδή εντάξει. Ο Dragon King δεν εμφανίζεται πολύ στο story, γιατί είναι ένας παρελθοντικός χαρακτήρας που έχει πεθάνει. Έτσι. Αλλά εμφανίζεται για να σου εξηγήσω πού προέρχεται ο Donkey King.
Alas, they remain but slaves till the very end, with the illusion of freedom. Thus
Επίσης,
concludes the second act. Amidst an illusory harmony, land of the exiles charted its course toward becoming.
μετενσάρκωση, ναι, εντάξει, δεν είναι εξάρτητο. Βασικά αναγέννηση, την μετενσάρκωση είναι άλλο πράγμα.
This is how Penacony fell under the family's control. Since the arrival of the Harmony, the land of the exiles has undergone dramatic changes, not all of which have proven beneficial.
This guy really loves dramatic scenes. Bet he comes from a whole lineage of stage performers.
Ο χαρακτήρας που έχουμε στο Donkey King, έτσι, δεν είναι παρελθοντικός χαρακτήρας του. Ο Donkey King βασικά υπάρχει μια φυλή δράκων. Μια Dragonborn φυλή. Όταν πεθαίνουνε, δεν πεθαίνουνε. Ξαναγίνονται αυγά, ξανααναγεννιούνται, βασικά αναγεννιούνται. Έτσι, και έχουν από το μηδέν τη ζωή τους με τις αναμνήσεις της παλαιάς. Ή αρκετές τέλος πάντων αναμνήσεις από την παλαιά της τους ζωή. Ο Donkey King είναι μια μικρή εξαίρεση που δεν πέθανε λόγω ηλικίας. Πέθανε λόγω μαλακίας. Βέβαια, το ότι ο Donkey King έκανε τη μαλακία που έκανε μας έδωσε την πάιλου. Και μετά πήραμε και τον Donkey King. Απλά ο Donkey King μπορεί να κάνει tap στην δύναμη που τον διακατέχει από το... Bird Pegs for her decently. What the fuck, γιατί μου έκανε μια ερώτηση μου. Παιδιά, αντί για μπαλακλάβα, διάβασα μπακλαβά και λέω τι μας έδωσε γλυκό το πουλί. Άψογα. Οπότε, όπως το είπε και ο Χεράκτε, το αφήνουμε κάπου εδώ πέρα. YouTube. Εμείς θα κάτσουμε λίγο ακόμα στο Twitch. Και YouTube τα λέμε στο επόμενο βίντεο. Το οποίο δεν θα είναι Honkai, γιατί δεν βολεύει την Κυριακή να συνεχίσω το Honkai. Ευελπιστώ την Τρίτη. Γεια σου YouTube.